chance just to connect.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Celebrity Boxing's Redemption Show. A couple technical difficulties. We're going to get by this. Can you hear me, guys?
We can hear you.
Okay, it's a little tough right now. So Dom's here. Dom, you're going to have to go back.
He's going to have to go to the...
Yeah, we're unfortunately, we're not going to have Linda here because of the technical difficulties. Linda, we're sorry. You know, we love you and very, very sorry. We're coming today from Totally Tan Folsom with Renee S. and Dominic Settembrino. They own this, and they're also the owners of DJ Sound and Lighting. I'm hearing an echo. Is there an echo?
There's a little bit of an echo. It's because you're in a big echoey room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started. You know, this is, I think, episode 16. Real excited to be here on Toxic Radio, Celebrity Boxing Redemption Show. And each week, starting this week, we're started talking about every celebrity fight we've done. All the craziness, everybody from tonight, Tonya Harding to Jose Canseco to Rodney King. And our topic tonight is going to be Tonya Harding. And we're also going to be bringing on the Tonya Harding lookalike, Jessica Riggleman. And we're going to also talk to CBD specialist, wellness woman, Kim Schwartz, a little later. So, unfortunately, Linda's not here. She can ask questions. But I'd like to welcome Dominic. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, Damon? It's a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Yeah, good. We're doing the best we can with this the sounding, but
Yeah.
So we're coming to you live from your tanning salon. You do all my fights with the DJing and the lights. You do a phenomenal job, you and Renee. Were you at the Tonya Harding fight about? I guess I did it about 14 years ago at the Lagoon.
I don't think I was at that fight. Unfortunately, I missed it, but I know it was a great event. Everything you do is usually a great event. So I know that was a fantastic event. Unfortunately, I was not there.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, it's actually, that was the second time I was working with Tonya. So I got a call back in like 2001 from Don King Productions, and they said they want to know if I could do anything with Tonya Harding because they knew I was about to do I was doing some fun, crazy matches then. So I was friends with the matchmaker, Eric Botzer, and he asked me, would I be interested in working with Tonya Harding? I said, I didn't even think it twice. I said, yeah, definitely, because I always saw the draw here, and she would be. And then I ended up hooking up with Danny Bonaducci. Then I came up with the concept of celebrity boxing, and we sold it to Fox with Dick Clark Productions. And we didn't see eye to eye, and I ended up letting that go, worked the deal out, went my way, they went their way. Then when after the second event they did, it didn't work, so I continued to do it as a road show. So Tonya came on board. She did the one match with Paula Jones, and she destroyed Paula. Paula Jones was the mistress of Bill Clinton. And we ended up having Tonya ended up coming to me back in 2005 again. She was looking for work, looking to do something. So I said, you know what? Let's start somebody boxing up again. So she came on board. She took on this girl at the Lagoon. Her name was what was her name? Brittany Drake, some female wrestler. The funny thing about it is working with Tonya. So she came to town, her and her mother-in-law, a few days before. And I never seen a woman drink that much. She got so drunk. And I was married at the time. And she was trying to get me back in that room. It was the craziest thing. And in my TV special coming up next year, we're going to do celebrity boxing behind closed doors. So I am going to expose a few people. Not expose, but I'm just going to tell the truth. You know what I mean? So I have to do it, you know. But with Tonya, it was wild, man. She was a total country chick that didn't give a crap. She'd fight anyone. And as long as she's getting paid. And I kept looking at her and I was thinking, like, wow, this is the woman that actually destroyed Nancy Kerrigan's legs. And I'm thinking to myself, what would she do if I pissed her off? So that was always in my mind, missing her off. So crazy story is, after that fight at the Lagoon, it was a really big fight. We sold it out in a snowstorm. I was like, man, we're back. You know what I mean? And that was before you were doing DJ stuff with me.
Yeah.
But it was something else because she did the fight. She TKO's Brittany Drake, which TMZ took over the rights for the first round knockout. And we went to Florida. So I met my soon-to-be wife. And it was her spring break. So I was like, you know what? Spring break, I'm through now. We'll have a great time. We'll be in a little spotlight, make some money, right? So I get down there. So after 8 weeks of promoting the fight, Tonya was taking on the drag queen of Miami, Daisy D. So we get to the press conference, and after the press conference, out of nowhere, Tonya comes up to me. She's like, "Are you out of your mind?" Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, "What's this girl doing, man?" All of a sudden, Nancy Kerrigan's coming to my mind. I'm like, "She's gonna hit me." She's like, "I should punch you in the mouth." I was like, "Oh man, what is going on here?" She goes, "You never told me the drag queen was a guy." Now I said to myself and to her, I said, "Drag queen's the guy. You don't know what drag queen is a guy? You knew this for 8 weeks. Everybody knows drag queen's a guy." Tonya did. She was so pissed off, saying, "There's no way I'm getting aged. The drag queen's gay, blah, 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 blah." And I said to her, "You knew this for 8 weeks. You already did the stare down." She said, "I'm not fucking fighting you." She said, "I should punch you in the mouth." Right off the bat, I'm like, this is unfucking real, man. Is this really happening? And I'm thinking, what is she going to pull out and hit me? You know what I mean? And from there, I went. She pulled out of the fight. I told her, "Look, get out of my face." It was over. I never wanted to deal with anybody like that again. So she pulls out. We can reimburse some people. And it was just like a sad start to celebrity boxing in Florida. And I was just really pissed. Daisy D was pissed. And it was a crazy story. Like, Tonya Harding threatens to punch me in the face, but she doesn't know she's fighting a guy who's a drag queen, which a drag queen is a guy. So it's just bizarre story, man. Like, then I remember I did a couple TV shows, Rita Crosby Live, Inside Edition, and I exposed her. I told her, I was like, "What do you think? What would you want to say to Tonya if you were able to talk to her again?" I said, "Honestly, you're a piece of garbage," and that's what I said. And I know that hurt any future business together, but Tonya ended up going on. You didn't hear from her for years. She ended up doing her own movie called I, Tonya, and they ended up winning all these awards. And I'm like, damn, I wonder if I could get her one more time.
Yeah, try to recoup the relationship.
Yeah, definitely. It was just like so wild. And I don't know. It's just really, really a bizarre story. And I was like thinking to myself, how could this happen? You know, like I had so much passion. I was really more trying to impress my ex-wife, like my wife-to-be, because we went down there and I'm all excited and all the cameras all over. So it was like from doing the Fox thing, we took a step back. Here was my next shot in spotlight. And it was just interesting, man. And like I was getting so much media attention. I was like, man, what's next? So I started getting offers for TV shows, reality shows. But they didn't like the concept of celebrity boxing. It was already done. But now we have the concept behind the scenes 14 years later. So we ended up started doing regular fights. The Tonya thing was behind this. And I always wondered, Dom, what it would be like, and Mike, if I never got in a fight with Tonya. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think of Tonya Harding?
I think she's amazing. I think she's great. She's hilarious. If you ever seen her, not only the I, Tonya movie was phenomenal. Margot Robbie did an amazing job.
Yeah, she
trained her. But also, if you've ever seen, what is it? It's on True TV. It's like a bloopers show.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. I've seen it a million times, but it's her and what's his name? Stallone's brother that we had on the show. Frank's on there. A bunch of people, and Tanya's on there. She says some of the most outrageous stuff on there, and I think she's just the cool thing about Tonya. And it's funny that you say that she got all upset. Is that Tonya comes off with this "I don't give a crap" attitude, and she really does like come off with that attitude. That's what I love about her is that no matter what's going on, she seems like that type of girl. You'd be out having a beer, and she would just, if some guy talked to her wrong, she would like just turn him inside out, and that's why I think she's awesome.
But the first time meeting her, she was so sweet. I was like, "This is Tonya Harding." I was like, "Come on!" But then in Florida, being exposed and being pissed off, she was so thankful after the first fight. She acted like the nicest woman ever.
The sweetest girls always are.
Yeah. And in Florida, when that went down in Florida, I just kept envisioning I'm going to be the male Nancy Kerry. I was like, she's going to beat my ass.
Your legs taken out from underneath you. Jeez.
Yeah, for sure. In a little while, we're going to bring on this girl. I have a movie out about my life and career, 16 Minute Man. And in it's Tonya Harding. So this girl's going to play Tonya Harding, or she did the reading at the script reading, Jessica Riggleman. And we're going to talk to her. And I want to find out. I'm going to ask her a really interesting question. I'm going to save it, though. I want to see if she would do it. Jessica's like this actress. See what project she's working on. But she sort of looks just like Tonya and acts like her. I wonder if she'll go crazy like her, too.
Oh, my God.
So
it must be. So I've always thought about that when actors or actresses are playing somebody that is like a Tonya Harding, where it's so over the top, because Tonya as a person is almost like a caricature of herself. Yeah, and it must be fun for like straight actors to play somebody who is so over the top, like I don't want to say crazy, but just as a character. And I don't know. It seems like if I was an actor, that's like something I would want to play in terms of a Tonya Harding. It must be really cool and a lot of fun.
So if you could be you two guys, who can we make you guys a celebrity lookalike to? Dom, who would you play? You could play who?
Celebrity? You mean me? Who can I play?
You could be Scott Baio. How about Mike? Who could Mike be? He could be
oh, geez.
Who can Mike be?
I used to get, when I had a goatee, I used to get Joey Fatone, Joey Fat One.
That's
I used to get all the
He's
time.
a big boy now, yeah.
Goatee, yeah, Joey Fat One. Joey Fatone would do celebrity boxing. Has he ever done it?
Nah, you know what? He might do it. He loves the attention.
He does the Impractical Jokers all the time. So he's all about just doing stuff crazy and over the top.
Oh, yeah.
He probably would do it. I saw him doing, what was it, Price is Right or something down in Atlantic City. He was hosting that for a while. Really cool.
Yeah, he's great for Tone. I love him. He might do it. We're going to announce a pretty big celebrity type is going to fight for us 6 months down the road. We're going to announce it next week. We just worked the deal out thanks to Jackie Bark. Let me ask you, is there any way Linda can chat in here? Because she had some questions. Maybe she could chat in here. I really feel bad.
Linda can absolutely. She was in the waiting room for a little bit. It looked like her camera was working a little bit better. Linda, if you want to jump back in.
Linda, let's chat. Come on, Linda. You had questions.
Get in the chat room or get in, try the video again, because it's not the same without you. Come on. I actually just brought up, I believe, is this the picture that you sent me? Let me bring this up on the screen of the girl who was looking to play Tonya. Is this her?
Yeah, that's Tonya Harding.
That looks like a that looks like a good casting call if she's able to do it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's Jessica Riggleman. She'll be on in a few.
Right.
She's an actress, and she basically did a phenomenal job reading. So we'll see what she can do. Play. We have to get her some boxing lessons. But guys, I just want to say, Mike, I'm at the best tanning salon in the Philadelphia area, Totally Tan Folsom, and they have all kinds of tanning, spray tanning, regular tanning. And Dominic and Renee just are phenomenal people, good friends. They'll also be very tan if you come here. So Totally Tan Folsom is sort of my new office right now.
Let me ask them a question. Hi. Let me ask them a question. So from a guy who's never been tanning. I'm Italian, but I burn like a mofo. The second I get in the sun, I have to wear SPF like 150 to even go in the sun. If I were to come there and say I wanted to like actually get a tan and actually act like I'm Italian for once, show it, what would you suggest? A spray tan or regular tan, knowing that I burn like nobody's business?
Well, you know what? Yeah, what were you going to say, Renee?
I was going to say come and tan. You need to come and tan. You come for a week straight, and then you'll get that base. And then once you're able to get to a beach again someday, you won't burn.
Really?
You need to do some you need to do some severe, if you're white like you are, white as you are.
I only got the hair to cover it.
Yeah, you need to come do some good tanning, get that good base tan, and then you'll be set.
Okay.
So, hold on. Let me ask you a question. With the tanning, and Don, both
the most important
tan, the spray tan here. Does someone have to spray tan me, or you have a machine that go in?
No, we have to spray tan you. We have a technician that will spray you.
I want to get a tan tonight.
You can get a tan. Oh, a spray tan?
I want a spray tan. Come on, man. I've been white too long, man. It's really crazy.
Me and Dave can come out into the world once quarantine's over, and we're all tan more than anybody else who's been sitting inside the whole time.
The spray tan technicians are all female. But no, to get back to your original question, I'll tell you the truth. One of the best things you could do, and as a guy, I never moisturize my body, but you got to moisturize your body before you tan.
Oh, for sure.
Really? You get a base. Yes, man. You can even get something at Walmart, just as long as you moisturize and put lotion on your body, and then you can tan and build it up.
I've got a lot of friends who are tuned in right now watching, and to all you guys out there to make fun of me because I burn like a crazy person, and I'm Italian. Yeah, wait till you see me and I'm all tanned up.
No,
a little cocoa butter.
Look, Linda's back.
Linda! Oh!
Hi again. Hi, Renee.
Linda, you fixed it. Look, there's Renee. Go get on the Linda, so hold it. I'm glad you're back. Linda, you fixed it.
Yeah, well, I rebooted my phone, and hopefully it'll keep going. That it's good.
Look, she's
So listen,
a Geek Squad.
So we talked about Tonya Harding. You had a couple questions. Let's get those questions because we're going to bring Jessica Riggleman in to Tonya Harding lookalike.
Yeah,
Hello?
well, I want to ask you, how did you sign the most hated woman in America? Like, did they come to you, or did you go to them?
Well, Don King Productions called me and said, "Is there anything I could do with Tonya Harding?" The matchmaker, Eric Botcher, who was a friend. And I said, "Yeah, definitely I could do something with her." That's when it came up with her and Danny Bonaducci, and we did the Celebrity Box on Fox. You know, I stole it from Dick Hart Productions. But that was how we met her. And I told the story, how sweet of a woman she was the first go around. And I was going to Florida to impress my girl for my ex-wife because we were for the spring break. We were going there. I was all excited. Tonya Harding was coming. Big deal out there. She pulled out. Thinking to her is, what's going to happen? Am I going to be the male Nancy Kerrigan? Kept picturing that in my mind that she would be crazy. So I think Linda got
she got frozen again.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Linda, we love you regardless. But is Jessica Riggleman on yet?
We got nobody in the waiting room waiting for us, so we haven't got a guest come in yet. I would have let you know.
All right, she'll be calling in soon. It's Linda, are you there?
Linda, if you have an Android, go buy an iPhone.
She looks like Linda looks like she's doing TikTok. Her eyes look really dark. She looks great though, but
she's been doing. That's what she's doing in quarantine is TikTok.
Maybe she's doing TikTok with us.
We lost Damon.
Damon, you still there, buddy?
Oh, we lost him actually. We lost him. Did his phone die? We lost the host.
Did you hit
my Kingdom for? Did he hit the wrong button?
He hit
I'm
this
here,
connect.
guys. Sorry about that. So, crazy
the thing
things happening
I love
here.
about Damon and celebrity boxing and everything else is no matter what, the show goes on. It continues. No matter what happens, the show goes on.
It's all about delivery, guys. That's it. I'm so, at least Linda got her one question because I love Linda. She's a wonderful woman. She added a lot to celebrity boxing. Linda, I know you're watching. Sorry. I want to hear your questions. Maybe you could chat in. We're going to figure this out, though.
We're going to figure it out. We got Jessica in the waiting room whenever you're ready.
All right. Let me give her an intro. So first of all, I met this woman at my screen, it was the screen release, script release party. Like 150 people showed up. I was like, wow, this is the real deal, I guess. And Jessica was there. She read Tonya Harding. I was like, come on. I was like, this girl looks like Tonya Harding, acts like her. She's better. But I just like to welcome her. She's an up-and-coming actress. Really great girl, great person. Jessica Riggleman, what's up?
Hi, everyone. How are you?
There she is. Good to see you.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Definitely. I'm so excited. We're having a little technical difficulties, but
I noticed.
the whole,
okay.
That's what it's all about, to make everything perfect, right?
Yep.
So, Jessica, I was telling everybody how I met you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you read the script release party, and you were like the Tonya Harding. Then me and you just kicked it off. We've been pretty good friends since.
And honestly, that was such a great party. Great script and story. So I was super happy to be a part of it.
Well, I have a couple questions for you. And guys, as Dominic, we're going to get you nice and tan, Jessica, and it's Mike Blank. So, how did you get, the role at time for script reading? Like, who approached you?
Yeah. As you guys know, David Greenberg wrote the script, and I know David I met him at another table read, actually, and he knows Bernard Gwinkowski from the Philadelphia Acting Studio.
Great guys.
Yeah, they're amazing. And also from Martin Fisher. So David asked me, he said, we have a table read coming up, and I would love for you to be a part of it. So it was kind of a wrap ever since. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, those guys are phenomenal guys. Like David Greenberg.
He's such a great writer.
Yeah, he made my movie happen, like with Jackie Bark and all that, Scott Wiener. But we had a talk, and he said he's going to write it. This guy did a phenomenal job. And it's just unreal. Bernard's a really nice guy. So, how long you been acting? How long have you been?
Yeah, so only about a year, I would say. I probably entered the Philadelphia Acting Studio about a year ago. And honestly, since then, it's been great. Besides, what's going on in the world, I think it's interesting what they're doing for the Zoom calls. They're literally making music videos through Zoom, and I'm interested to see what happens, with that. So
for sure, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what projects are you working on now?
So currently, as you know, everything is kind of slow. So I'm actually getting my master's degree. So I've been kind of working on that, and I'm helping. Do you know Randy and Tim Durham? They're writing a book and a movie called Mulatto.
Okay, it sounds familiar. That's awesome.
So I've been helping them write. It's like a 3-part series. It's basically about a mixed girl in the 20s with an Italian mob and the ups and downs of that. It's a wonderful story. Timmy and Randy's had it on their mind for 20 years. So it's great to finally see it, come to fruition. We were supposed to shoot already, but obviously that's pushed back. So I guess I'm the only one here.
There's Uh-oh. Yeah, Damon lost. He must have hit that home button again. I tell him about hitting that damn home button. Here we go.
Sorry about that. I did hear you. That's really interesting, Jessica. It's crazy, but yeah, that's awesome. I mean, people don't understand being an actor. It's a grind. I'm not one, but I know a lot of my friends are, and it's a grind nonstop.
Well, you know how it is just in the media world in general. There's always something going on, and it's always fun. You know, everyone is themselves. And I just really enjoy being a part of the, that universe.
No, definitely. I mean, you're awesome, and I'm really glad to have you on. So, like celebrity boxing is all about redemption, the show. It's, I've dealt with everybody in Hollywood I've been on Howard's, I don't have to tell you, but, so getting to this, I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
Would you fight Tonya Harding in a celebrity boxing?
Oh, it's funny because I'm not a fighter. But if you trained me, I would fight Tonya Harding in celebrity boxing.
So, hey, you may end up playing her in this movie, so you're gonna have to train, boxing and stuff like that. So,
I need to hire you to do that. So,
well, it's on then for sure. But so, as far as boxing, or do you know her? Like, it's funny you did the story, but you read it unbelievable. Like, do you even know who Tonya Harding really is?
Well, it's so funny that this all came up right after Tonya came out, the movie with Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
That's why I learned about Tonya Harding. I didn't know about her growing up. I was born in 91, and that all happened in, I think, the early 90s. But I know she was like the world champion figure skater, and then got kicked out apparently and ended up boxing afterwards. I don't know for how long, but I know she was boxing for some time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she boxed. We got this opportunity back in 2001 to do a celebrity boxing.
God, so long ago. Does she still box today? Yeah,
no, but it's so wild. You being like, I think you look way better than her, but I don't want to put her down, but
she's a beautiful lady.
You're more refreshed, but I can't believe how the similarity is.
Check her out.
You guys
she is so stocky. I need to go hit the gym.
Yeah, well, we're going to get you in shape. You got to do this.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, one of your goals should be to play Tonya Harding in this movie, because not too many people can say they have it. You do.
Yeah. I mean, that is my main goal, and I would love to train and learn a lot more about boxing. I just kind of know the back end with all the guys. To see some girls in there would be fantastic.
Well, you're awesome. I'm glad you came on tonight. Where do people find you if they want to reach out to you or hire you as being an actress?
Yeah, so my email is Jessica Riggleman, RIGGLEMAN @gmail.com. I can send my Instagram and stuff. It's RIGGLES with an underscore is my Instagram. I don't do Twitter, and you probably don't want to add me on LinkedIn. So.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, listen, you're awesome. I'm glad you came on
tonight. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll talk soon. Have a great night.
Right. Bye, you too.
Bye. So, Dom, she was Tonya Harding. What do you think? You think she looks like her, guys?
Awesome.
I think she got doing the side by side that I threw up the picture real fast, and then looking at her and looking at Tom, I'm like, I could definitely see that being a thing. Definitely.
Absolutely. I mean, can you imagine if someone contacted her before Tanya's movie was out? She might have got that role.
Definitely, and it might have been a little bit cooler to have somebody. I like when they do biopics like that with an unknown, because I mean Margot Robbie again did a great job, but it's Margot Robbie. You know her as, Harley Quinn or the girl from Wolf of Wall Street. But when you get somebody who's unknown, I think you're able to suspend disbelief for a little bit longer that person is the person they're playing.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because in my movie, like it came up a couple times, Channing Tatum, all these people. The bottom line is, if the movie's that good, it could be an unknown actor. The actor just has to portray his role, and the show because if I do my movie, I'm going to be on all the shows anyway, just because I have the connections. You know what I mean? So that person is actually going to become a star. So we got to find an actor to play me, and we'll sign them.
An actor to play you. That's a tough one.
Who?
Got to get so. If I were to get like an actual like big time actor, who could play Damon?
Channing Tatum.
No, I was thinking Batista.
Nah, he's older than me, I think, but he's huge, dude. I saw him in person. He's about he's
big. He's a big dude.
Like, what's that? Because it has to be me as a kid, then it has to be like me going through this stuff, then jail. I love saying jail now. I don't love
wait. You could do like Howard Stern. Howard Stern played himself as a kid, and in the movie Private Parts, he made the comment, suspend disbelief, that he was like 20 years old at the time, even though he was like 45, 50.
Well, you know what's funny? Me and Howard always kick it off too. Like, you know, you see it. Like he always tries to act like me. Like he'll do like how I speak. That one day he spoke for 40 minutes. You know, making fun of me, but it was funny. You know what I mean? Like
right.
maybe I should do that. Say F it. I'm going to be myself, and I'm going to play myself in my own movie. That's a great idea. Maybe I can do that.
You could.
That's a great idea. Renee said my son plays me now
as a kid,
and all I have to do is, guys, listen. You know, I look good at my age. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I go get the what's that called?
Botox.
Listen, I'll get a manicure. I always get manicure, facial. I get the the machines, like not the
pimple poppers.
No,
spray tan.
What?
Spray tan.
Well, I'm definitely a spray tan, a totally tan, definitely for my movie. So we'll figure it out. We'll come up with this and how it's gonna be. But it's gonna be a trip. Oh, definitely. The movie's good, man. Like David Greenberg did a phenomenal job. I mean, just think, dude. I drive around in my car. Me and my son will go out. I'll treat him somewhere. Then as soon as he gets out, we go in the back seat. I bring my book up, my script. I just sit on my front seat because my goal and dream right now, and make it happen. So I look at it. Sometimes I do videos with it. That's my passion now. I got to make this movie happen. That's all I'm interested in. So. But yeah, guys. So we have our next guest is really cool. She's a wellness coach. She specializes in CBD and essential oils, which is really good right now. And she said she can help us, and I want to find out how. Because I've known her a long time, and I reconnected with her like last year. But she's like a CBD specialist. And I want to find out how she can help us. Is Kim on yet?
She's not on yet, but I just started recently. Trying out CBD. There was a really cool company that really liked Toxic and was sponsoring one of the shows, and I started taking some, and that stuff it definitely works, especially for people. In my situation, I'm somebody that has a lot of anxiety. I'm always on the go, always moving, so the anxiety kind of kicks in. And I think I had to take like 5 or 6 drops, but it definitely helped. It helped it subside, and I started using it on the regular, and it definitely helps. It definitely works. And I know I got a lot of friends, and my own mother. My own mother's been begging me to get her CBD oil for all of her stuff.
Let me ask you a question. When you say that, I was always concerned. Now, what's the difference between that and smoking weed? Because I never smoked weed in my life. I tried it one time, my eyes blew up.
So I'm not an expert. I'm sure that your guest is going to be able to speak better to this. But from my understanding and what I've read online, it has to do with the fact that the THC that causes you to get high is not in it, but everything else. So you get all the benefits without getting high, which was great for me because, you know, back in the day, I used to smoke weed with my friends, but I hated it. I only did it because my friends were doing it. And I hated it because it made me paranoid. It made me worrisome, and it made me overthink. Whereas with a lot of people who smoke weed, they do it because it makes them not think as much. So it did the opposite for me. So CBD was an easy way to be able to get the benefits without me having the extra anxiety or the extra panic and and overthinking that marijuana would do. Kim is in the waiting room whenever you're ready to go to her.
Listen, everything you're saying is true, but there's a couple things I want to find out. Let's bring in Kim now, and we're going to talk about my concern with CBD. So I'd like to welcome her again. She's a wellness coach, specialized in CBD and essential oils, the one and only Kim Schwartz. What's up, Kim?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, Kim.
So I've known Kim a long time. Let's not get into it how, Kim, but like we've been friends. And when we reconnected a couple of weeks ago, she's doing like daily videos that are inspiring people. And it's all about the CBD and essential oils she talks about. So basically, what are you going to do for people, Kim? What can you do for people with what you do?
Basically, my whole goal is to teach people how to create happy, healthy, successful lives, because we're missing the boat. Like, we're studying all this stuff. We're putting kids through school. We're teaching them physics and geometry and all this stuff. I hate to say crap because I'm a teacher as well, but we're not teaching people how to create happy, healthy lives. So people are miserable. They're exhausted. A lot of times overweight, fatigued, and they're unhappy. So what good is it if you're successful or if you feel like you're doing great in one area, but you're not happy?
So what is CBD going to do for you? What's the main CBD? Like, I know there's several different ones. What do you take for, like, say, like in this crazy time? What do people take with all this going on with they have bad anxiety?
Yep. So actually, that's perfect. That's one of the great things to take CBD for. So the 5 processes that CBD really is used for, and there are thousands of conditions underneath, but relaxing, appetite regulation, sleep, memory, and immunity. So with all thousands, if you would see the CBD wheel that I usually show people, it's unbelievable how many, I'll say again, conditions. We're not treating, we're not curing, we're not diagnosing anything with the CBD. We're using a plant to regulate and balance a system in the body that people just don't know about.
So that's great points. Before you came on, me, Mike, and Dom, we were talking about CBD and what's the difference between that and smoking like marijuana? What's the difference?
Yep. And so Mike, I had the same reaction that you had. It made me paranoid. I had a really bad reaction to weed when I smoked it. I tried it a couple times in college. And again, same thing. I did it because my friends were doing it, whatever. But here's the thing that I learned about that. Don't tell your kids this, because 2 things, because we're not encouraging them to smoke weed. I'm not really against it, but this is why you have a bad reaction if you have one. You are oversaturating. So I'm going to make this real fast. We have a system in the body called the endocannabinoid system. We have receptors in the body because we are creating our own cannabinoids. And that's what we're getting from this plant, our cannabinoids. If your body's out of balance and you're not creating enough of them in the body and you're out of balance, you take them through the hemp plant and you're getting the CBD. It's only one of like 100 cannabinoids that are in this plant. But here's the thing. When you smoke marijuana, so different plant, you've got marijuana, you've got hemp. When you're smoking marijuana and you have a bad reaction, it's because you're oversaturating the receptors in the body and you're overdoing it. So your body's just kind of like out of control, like, oh my God, this is too much. That's where you're getting high and you're feeling paranoid. If that ever happens, if you are smoking weed, you can actually vape or take a little bit of CBD and it will get rid of that reaction. But CBD actually, in a full spectrum plant, which is the way it's designed by God, you're going to have those minuscule amounts of the THC, but you cannot get high from CBD. So you've got all the benefits. Again, helping with anxiety, helping with your sleep, helping with appetite regulation, helping with memory. It's just a million different things, but you cannot get high. So like Mike said, you're going to get all those benefits of being able to relax. People are freaking out, understandably. They've got anxiety. They're not sleeping with this pandemic and the quarantine and social distancing. They feel isolated. Their anxiety's through the roof. CBD is a fantastic.
So how do people get in touch with you? I want to keep hitting this because people are going to want to talk, especially after what I say next. How do people contact you?
So I have a store in Egg Harbor Township in New Jersey, South Jersey. It's called Live Right Naturally. You can get hold of me there. I'll give you the phone. You give the phone number out. It's 609-641-5483. And if you hit extension 3, it will come directly to my phone even now. We're pretty much open, but kind of just meeting people at the store. Yep.
Awesome.
I've got my mother right now texting me going, I want CBD.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Well, listen, Kim is a woman. A friend of mine was involved with it. I was actually involved with Canaway at one time, but I guess we're not doing it anymore. But with you, Kim, we've always been back and forth. When I met you last year again, I was just, always, you just know it. Like, a lot of people talk about it. I never spoke to anyone in my life that is as thorough as you about this, because you have passion and you love it. And I love what you do.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I do want to say something. One thing that might come to a lot of people's mind, that when they're buying CBD, if the THC,
Yep.
if the THC's in there and unsure, a lot of people are scared to drive. Could you get pulled over if you're on CBD and get a DUI or DWI?
Right. So no, you can't get a DUI. They're not testing for CBD. The minuscule amounts, again, of the THC. Here's the thing about this. So just let me be straight. If you were drug tested and you were taking a full spectrum with the THC in it, you can legally, I cannot say you wouldn't fail a drug test. You could. The chances are slim to none and slim left town, but I would never risk someone stop if they're actually going to be drug tested. If you get pulled over on the side of the road, they're really not testing for that. But again, I wouldn't risk it for someone. But then you get, instead of the full spectrum with the THC, you can get a broad spectrum where the THC is removed, but you're getting all those other cannabinoids. Make sure you're not getting what's called an isolate, where it's just strictly CBD. The benefits are just going to be minuscule. You're not going to get nearly what you would get from a full spectrum plant or a broad spectrum.
So I actually, can I ask a question, Damon?
Yeah,
so
sure.
I actually went ahead and I've got the person I got the other version from, the non-full spectrum, they sent me the full spectrum, and I barely have touched that stuff because it literally tastes like you're dumping marijuana into your mouth, and it's the most horrible taste. The non-full spectrum, I'm just learning about all this stuff, doesn't really have that much of a taste to it, and it still gives you everything.
Okay, so here's the thing. You're right, and what you are tasting, when you are tasting a full spectrum plant, it is the THC that you are tasting, so it does taste like weed. But listen, Mike, I'm going to tell you that if you want to up-level your results tremendously, take the full spectrum and get over it, or put a mint in your mouth after you swallow. Now, are you keeping it under the tongue for 60 to 90 seconds? Because that's really important.
No.
Oh my God. Okay.
I never do that.
Listen, it won't go directly into the bloodstream if you don't, number one. Number two is that, what did you just say? The taste. Oh, the THC, the minuscule amounts of THC unlock the benefits of the rest of the plant. So if you really, again, if you want to really up-level your results, even if you're doing broad spectrum, put it under the tongue for 60 to 90 seconds.
I'm going to do that.
And then swallow, because you're not tasting, there's no taste buds under the tongue. And again, my thing is go with the full spectrum, especially if you have pain. Damon, you need it with the THC. You don't have to worry about the drug testing. That's going to help your pain tremendously.
No, awesome. Listen, you're phenomenal. I could keep you on all night talking about this, because one thing about you, you have passion with it. I know you love helping people. I always talking to you. It's just, I love the way you explain it. But I'm more of a face-to-face guy. Even though we're face-to-face, I can't do it over the phone. But you do a phenomenal job the way you explain things. So again, tell everyone how they can get in touch with you about this.
Yep. So again, the number at the store is 609-641-5483, extension 3. And my email address is capital M as in mom, ORAHKIM 16@gmail.
Okay, you're phenomenal. So let me ask you a question. Our topic today is Tonya Harding. Would you step in the ring with Tonya Harding?
Hell no. And I was going to tell you when you started this, don't ask me, let Jessica do that. I told you one time I'd be maybe a ring girl. Ain't fighting.
You're something, Kim. What do you think of Tonya Harding? Maybe if she had CBD, she wouldn't have hit Nancy Kerrigan with the legs, huh?
She probably wouldn't have. She would have been a lot more chill.
Do you think the CBD would have helped her?
Yes.
Where were you?
And I'm going to be honest, for a split second, like on a serious note, kids who have autism, I've got a lot of families who have children with autism that come to me. They do tremendously well, but it actually does help with aggression and self-aggression. So kind of kidding with Tonya Harding, but not with really giving people great results.
All right, you're awesome. I really appreciate you coming on. Kim Schwartz, go
Thanks,
check
guys.
her out. And we'll talk to you soon, Kim. Thanks.
Okay, bye guys.
Thanks, Kim.
Talk about a woman with passion. She's something else. You got to
That's
see
awesome.
the videos, though. She takes the time, an hour a day, to put the videos out. And she's a nice woman. You know, I want to have her on. Dom, so what do you think? You think we can get Renee in the match?
Maybe.
Come on, man.
Maybe if Kim could give her some CBD for pain first.
Hey, we put her in a match, and she takes it, and we can do the press conference here, after party, and the tanning party.
I know she'll be down with the party part of it, but I don't know about the ring.
Nah, this was a good show, guys. So unfortunately, Linda, we miss you, love you. We got to fix this next week. But Mike, thank you.
Yes.
So we got some cool things. You know, a lot of things we're gonna announce some cool things next week, and a lot of areas are opening this week, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And if you're around here, DJ Sound and Lighting, best event. You know, we do unbelievable lights, sound. Dom and Renee, just phenomenal. But they're tanning salon, Totally Tan Folsom. We already did the beauty battle something here, so we almost did the press conference here, but it's so small. But this place is phenomenal. Has all the tanning needs you want. I would show you guys. This is the tanning. Next time we'll show you the tanning salons. I was hoping to get the spray tan tonight, but
yeah,
gonna work tonight. But
yeah,
but
unfortunately, with the COVID-19 and the shutdown, I think our last day open was March 13th, and we're hearing that on May 25th the state is going to be going yellow, but that still does not include us. So we're completely down in both of our businesses, in the tanning salon and in the DJ Sound. No events, no venues are open, no social gatherings. So we enjoy doing that, venturing in the high tech world with you over here on your podcast. It's been great to be here.
And how did this happen? Now you're basically working for me. It's weird.
That's
like,
true.
I'm not paying you.
Hey,
I'm not paying you.
Hey, you know what?
You're basically working for me.
I've had a reflection. I've been looking at a reflection off of my forehead the entire time, thinking I need a little hair up here.
You're the man, Dom. So talking about, we got a few minutes. So when did you get started in your DJ company?
We got started in 1991 as DJs.
Wow.
Myself and a partner. And we were doing weddings, parties, banquets, and bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. And then we ventured into installations. So like if you go into a sports bar, we install like the TV systems and sound systems. And then in the last 5 or 6 years, we went into the audio-visual realm of it. And we're doing like sound systems and video screens and microphones and stuff for stages and podiums and, things like that. Most of our work is in the city of Philadelphia. And, it's all live event stuff.
Well, you and Renee are like the best duo out there. Like you guys are not husband and wife, but are you engaged yet? Or I don't want to jump. You guys are phenomenal. I consider you guys.
Yeah, don't put me on the spot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm already ruining things.
That's what David does best.
Yeah.
No, but I'm trying to make it work for them. I was hoping to get them engaged in the ring, but we're gonna have to get going, guys. But Dom, thank you for hosting. I guess this is gonna be our new place, hopefully, for the next few weeks. And it's always good to have you on, Mike. Thank you very much. And next week, guys, we're talking Jose Canseco.
Nice.
How he showed up at Florida, but it really wasn't him. It was a twin. You're gonna hear the whole story next week. Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Celebrity Boxing's Redemption from Totally Tan Folsom. Have a good day.